Welcome back to Sonic Superstars with me, Matthew Caddis, Iggy Poogie. So it seems we are going to hop into the Eggman and do Act 2 as a sort of shooter stage. And yes, this kind of leads up to the final level actually, because we see Robotnik's, Eggman's own thing we was taking off, and the first half of this level, Frozen Base Act 2, plays out like a game of Fantasy Zone, believe it or not, because we're shooting various things and getting rings for it as well. I have to take down several of these pink drones with the Egomatic, which honestly makes for a decent stage, seriously. I actually like this. Aside from being an homage to Fantasy Zone, yeah, this is actually quite cool. I don't know. I've kind of forgotten if this, like with King Galaxian in the original Pac-Man world, is like button mashing or not, or you just hold down the X button just to fire your laser. But anyway, what happens in the first half of this stage? The pink drones will launch various projectiles, bombs, etc., and smaller robots to take you down. So yeah. And then there are these weird-looking scissor things. Again, why do we have these little like tweezers? I do not know, but video game logic, I guess. So yeah, and it is fun. After you get rid of all the pink drones, what will happen then is you'll be taken into space. Yes, that is a thing. So yeah. And then face the, I guess, boss up there. So just here, and looks quite cool as well. And apparently you can go into space fairly quickly. And then you will face what I like to call the egg dustbin. Seriously, it looks like a freaking dustbin crossed with maybe camping face, I don't know. But the way to actually destroy him is wait for him to open his mouth when he shoots his laser. Which those green things, they do home in on you, so be careful of that. Well, often they do. Not always, it seems, but yeah. This boss does not have a, seemingly a, health bar, so it's hard to tell how many hits you've done, but that was also the case in the Mega Drive games, so... This game is an homage, just said era, so, yeah, I say this is a fairly good boss anyway. Just the right level of challenging as well. Just beware of the homing blast, that's all. Oh, looks like a homing shot! Yes, I'm going to quote that meme, it seems. But never mind. There's not much else I can do with this, seriously. Once the egg dustbin blows up, we will get one more boss. An even tougher boss, because, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, no longer do we need a thing, and of course we have to face Eggman's face. Of course we do. Eggman is so, selfish, I dare say, that we have a thing with his face on it, of course. Basically, likewise with Metropolis Zone, you have to destroy all of the things surrounding him before we can actually destroy the face, yeah. Meanwhile, these fiery blasts will rain down on us. It gets a bit easier when they turn red, because that's what happens when seemingly and it looks like he's bleeding, what the hell? Yeah, Eggman should not be bleeding, this is a kid's game. This isn't like, well, I'm not even gonna go there, so yeah. Then Eggman will fly off in his own Eggmobile towards the final level, which is not the Death Egg, thankfully, but is fairly similar to the Death Egg. So we'll race through space towards that, towards his base, I guess. And we just blow a hole in it, seriously. Yeah. No need to use super forms, in this case, Super Amy. And yes, Super Amy is now a thing in game. So yeah, so the next level is Egg Fortress Zone, the final level in the game, at least in story mode. And it plays out exactly like Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In that, and also the HAL 9000 boss is now its own thing, it seems, after being a mini boss in both Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Mania. But yeah. Also, I'm kind of glad I'm playing this with Amy because there's segments in this level where you have to jump over fiery pits here. And that's especially noticeable for Act 2, which I'll do in the next video. But yeah, because the double jump helps here. Let's just put it that way. And then we get this annoying bit with the spinning platform and the flamethrowers. Again, you will, in Act 1 at least, be able to notice when they turn on. Less so in Act 2, but we'll get to that, as I say. And those missiles can actually be blown up. Yes, they can. Yeah, I think Eggman's pulled out all the stops here, it seems. But yeah, we even get the little bird bandits that were in the, Game Gear games, which, honestly, I do like. Again, another gimmick from the Game Gear games makes its way into the main series, at least. So yes, I like that. So the other one being the bubble mechanic in water levels. And yes, that is in Lagoon City as well. I kind of went over that anyway in that level. Then we get this bit with the lasers and you're floating through space. Because of zero gravity here. Basically, what Amy can do, and any character actually can do, is avoid the lasers by clinging to the wall and behaving like a ninja or something. Yes, that is a thing, it seems. And Amy's double jump is a real help here, seriously. I've covered so much ground with this thing, it's insane. And, yeah. Have to be careful with the flamethrowers again. Yes, they're still here, and don't be back, you get the idea. Seriously. And no, the bullet power does not protect you against the fire. I have tried it, it doesn't work. It's not like the fire shield, which is noticeably absent in this game. Seriously, I think the electric shield is in this game, but and don't quote me on that, seriously. But, yeah, that one isn't, though. So, jump over these things and, yeah. Not much else I can say, because it pretty much is like Death Egg Zone, seriously. Although, destroying these things is very satisfying, absolutely. And then, now what? I'm kind of stuck. Or maybe not. We can go through here and into the next room where we will see more platforms, absolutely. And kill me. Whatever! I'm already liking this stage anyway. It is the final boss that I do not like. Seriously. The reasons I will say when I get to him, seriously. And yeah. Not much else I can say here. If anything, with the fiery bits, I think the worst thing is misjudging your jumps. Again, it's worse in Act 2 than it is in Act 1. Seriously, because that is a pain in the ass for that bit. And here, more of this, of course. And what else can I say? Nothing much else. Seriously. Seriously, what am I doing? Jumping and avoiding fire. That's it. Give me something to talk about, game. Give me something to talk about. Although, you can tell the place is already falling apart. Seriously. There's fires in the background. Was Eggman forced to launch this thing fairly quickly? Because, yeah, it looks like it is, which is insane. It does look like this place is falling apart rather rapidly, which has happened with other Sonic games, but, yeah, I don't know. And more floating through space, yada yada yada. I've gone through this shit, seriously. This bit I kind of don't like because it slows the level down. As I say, but other than that, yeah. Again, we had a fairly similar thing in Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Of course, with the area where you were floating back and forth trying to hit all those panels on that zero gravity area. But I don't know, at least with Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you were floating relatively quickly compared to here, where you're just floating as you would in any situation there. And then you have this area with the platforms, which appear out of nowhere, and we'll get to Act 2 when we do so. And yeah, another giant fruit there. But anyway, yeah, I can't say much else. And that metal slab will become important a bit later. And another HAL 9000. Again, the only difference is it doesn't do the gravity thing or the giant laser, but never mind. Don't you hit me! Seriously, I'm losing to a fucking caterpillar! Seriously, do you know how annoying that is? Giant floating caterpillar of all things. And seriously, we don't face any boss in Act 1 of this level, seriously. But we will see Eggman at the end of this stage because, yeah, Eggman does actually have a plan here. It is one that, honestly, has been used before, but not in this way. And that is to reverse time, seriously. Seems like he's learned from the Phantom Ruby, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!